Hey, coin folk, we're back. This week, there will be silver. I promise. We got this box of halves. If that box of halves doesn't give us some silver, I was out of town today, and I got six $20 shotgun rolls of halves from a bank that outside of my normal bank. Don't have a whole lot of faith in them. Just give them a quick shake. They don't sound like there's anything in it. They also had some loose half dollars, nothing in those. But even if that doesn't work out, after that, we got a box of quarters sitting over there. So we got that backup, a third backup plan. Or I guess a second backup, a third plan. And even if that doesn't have silver, we will still have silver this week because I hit the Coinstar when I was picking up my box. And look at this. We got ourselves a little piece, 80% silver from our friends up north. Oh, I stopped myself halfway through. We're going to flip it this way. It's a 1964 Canadian quarter. And if it's showing up very well, it's there, trust me. There you go. You can see a little bit. So we're going to have at least a little bit of silver. We already have a little bit of silver, and we haven't even started. So that can only mean good things, right? Let's hope. We're going to jump in. I'll probably start with these first. Like I said, I haven't opened them yet, but it doesn't sound like there's much in there. But we'll jump in and find out for sure. All right, folks. So we're back on literally the first coin out of the loose stuff. And got a 71D with a nice full rim-to-rim die crack here, right across the Y, out into the rim on both sides. It's pretty light, like it's not super heavy, but still cool find. So hopefully it's just a sign of things to come. Hopefully this can be a good hunt. We're about due for one, I know that. So let's jump back in and see what else we might find. Well, the customer wrapped stuff was kind of as expected, a bit of a bust. So we're going to jump into the regular box here and see what we might find. Hopefully some goodies in there. It's been a good minute since we've seen the ender, so that would be a welcome sight. But at the very least, let's hope for circulated. Give us something to look at. Let's see what we got. Definitely circulated. And from what I see, definitely no silver. So we're going to jump in and see what else we might find in there. All right, folks. Hopefully I'll be bringing you back in with something good. So we're back on roll 8 of the regular box here. Found one NIFC along the way, 2007 Philly. It's in fairly decent shape. And then got one under the scope here. It's another 71D with a very similar die crack to that one I found in the customer wrap rolls. See if I can lay it on top here so you can kind of look at both. Ooh. Not quite the same, but very similar. So that must be a weak part in this this particular design that would potentially eventually could fall and crack and fall out of there and create the opportunity for a cut die break. But at the moment, they're just nice little rim-to-rim die cracks. So just thought it was kind of interesting to find something so similar. But that's about it so far. So we're going to jump back in and hopefully find something else. All right, folks. So we're back on roll 16 here. I got a few more NIFCs we pulled out along the way. 2011 Denver. They'll just go back into circulation. It's got the ring of death on it. 2009 Denver. That's what the D stands for, Denver. And then this one, what do we got? 2002 Philly. And then we got one under the scope here. Nothing super crazy, but it's a 1972 out of Philly. It's got a little bit of a rim cut down here on the bottom. You can see kind of starts right here and it runs up and ends right there. Just kind of a break in the die that creates a void where metal will flow into. I don't know that there's really much value to it, if any, but it's kind of a cool find. The cuts that'll get you a little more value out of them are ones that'll actually go into the field, but not just stay retained on the rim like this. But it's a little bit of a find, better than nothing. So we're gonna jump back in and see what else we can get. All right, folks. Well, we finished up the last half of the top here, and all I've come across that I'm pretty sure I haven't showed you yet anyways is another NIFC 2018. So no silver yet. We're still searching. It's gotta happen sooner or later, right? We got 25 more rolls left. It'll flip to the bottom of the box here, and hopefully run into something. I don't know, folks. We'll see when we get there. So I'll let you know when I know. So we're working through roll 49 here. So almost wrapped up. Got one under the scope here. It's nothing out of this world, but it's definitely not as nice as the one we found on a similar hunt or a recent hunt. You can see just a little bit of clashing, kind of this little squiggly line coming out of the front of his mouth is the outline of the wings, and then up here on the bridge of his nose you got a couple clash lines up there, but it doesn't show super well. It doesn't help. I think the coin's in a little rougher shape, but that's the only lines of clashing that I'm seeing. Sometimes you'll get them down under the neck or on the backside and the little curve of the neck there. But that's all I'm seeing there. I didn't really see anything on the reverse. There's a couple like oddly placed lines, but it doesn't really line up with any kind of clashing. Like if you could see, I don't know, right in that area, in certain light it's showing up, but and then the same on the other side in that general wing to branch area there's another line, but it's not really lining up with anything, so I don't know exactly what that might be. But anyways, it was a little bit of something. So we're gonna jump back in, finish up the last little bit, and see where we land. All right, folks. Well, unfortunately, the skunk streak officially continues. Wrapped up with a box. Got a couple little date sets here. NIFCs 2008 and 2009, both Philly and Denver. So I don't know if maybe somebody was breaking down the album and cashing them in. Not real sure, but or just happenstance. Either way, still no silver out of $50. It's been a rough run. It's been a rough run, but we're gonna get there eventually. Hopefully, when we do break that seal, it'll be with a good box. I'm hoping, but not sure what the next video will be. Could be that box of quarters, or it could be, surprisingly, one of my submissions is on its way back already from PCGS. It's so odd. Out of like the 4 submissions, I had 3 to PCGS and the 1 to Annex. The one that was like per coin the cheapest submission is the one that's coming back first. So I think it's 3 Lincoln cents, 2 of them being proofs, I think, and the one with some color, and then that handful of the W Mint Weird Farms that I pulled out of some Unk rolls. So I don't know why that's the first one coming back, but it is. So that might be the next video, or we might do them quarters, or who knows? Maybe I'll do something else stupid and make a video about that too. Who knows? But anyways, pray for me that the silver star's coming, because we need a little something happening. But anyways, folks, I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.